What is up? Welcome to the Hypothetical Wrestling Podcast. Take two.
Wow.
I was confused. I was like, I don't know anything about wrestling right now.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Let's try that again. What is up? Welcome to the Hypothetical Comedy Podcast. I am Funky Sam Medina.
And I'm Athena Rodriguez.
And we're here with comedian Nate Spears. What's up, Nate?
Woo.
Yay. Hi. What's
Hell
up?
yeah, man. I started to scare you with the false opening.
Oh, no, it's cool. Shawn Michaels. I know that.
See, last week we had Cedric Drake on and we started by talking wrestling, so I figured we'd do the same here.
Oh, yeah. I will say I did go to WrestleMania once and I saw John Cena and he's way bigger in person than you think.
Did you really go to WrestleMania?
It was years ago, like
Was it
2012-ish, maybe. No, it was like before. Well, I don't. John Cena was there, so I don't remember what year. It was whatever year. It was a year where Shawn Michaels came back because he was there, and that's why I went to it because he was gone for a while.
What was the location?
San Jose, maybe. I think it was at some kind of center or something, maybe.
Okay, nice. Hell yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah, good memories, right? Did you have fun that night?
I don't. All I remember is losing my voice because I was yelling for Shawn Michaels the whole time.
Wait. So let me ask you a question. As a person who's not a wrestling fan, how did you get into a situation where you went to this big event with Shawn Michaels?
Yeah.
Well, it's not that I'm not a wrestling fan. I used to be, but for me it was. I actually have a like defining moment where I was watching wrestling as a kid, and it was a match between Edge and someone else. I don't remember the other person, and Edge got like slammed through a table. And I saw him like turn over and put something in his mouth. And then he like turned back over and there was blood in his mouth. And then I realized in that moment, oh shit, it is fake. And then I stopped watching it as a kid.
Edge is over here killing the business.
It just ruined it for me. Yeah.
It's theater.
No, I know that now, but as a kid, I thought it was real. So that was disappointing, you know?
That could hurt. Yeah. That could hurt. As a kid, that's because you have to fight off the people that have been telling you that's fake.
Maybe
and I was telling people the whole time it was
real. Was bleeding or not. He was just checking it. Yeah. Oh man, I think I'm bleeding. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh man, Nate. So it's been so long since we talked to you. How you been, man? What's been going on with you lately? I know. I know you've been getting back into comedy as of recently.
Yeah. Also, I'm really bad at answering that question for some reason. Whenever someone says like, how are you doing or what's been going on? Like my brain is like, I don't know what to say. I don't. No, I've been good. Yeah. But I have social anxiety. I'm probably autistic a little bit.
I think we're probably a few undiagnosed things too, but you know.
Yeah. And I don't want to like self-diagnose or say anything like that, but like there's a lot of people that went undiagnosed back in the day, and a lot of friends told me like, oh, I think you might have a little bit of the tism. I don't know. Anyway, what were we talking about? How am I doing? Good. Yeah.
So I saw on Facebook that you are getting back into comedy. How's that been for you?
Kind of a struggle to get like booked, but like that's just normal, you know. Yeah. Just like messaging. It's getting used to like the businessy side of it, I guess. Just like having to send out messages and like I find myself now spending a lot more time sitting down like editing clips than actually writing jokes and stuff, you know, just trying to like. But I don't know. That maybe that's just like the approach I'm doing right now, and maybe that's not the right approach. But like I've been trying to focus on like trying to get stuff online just to kind of build some kind of audience, you know.
Yeah, because when we came up, it was more about forget online, you know, get people to go see you in person. But now it kind of is more about the online audience, just the way things are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know some there was like a debate about it on like Threads or whatever, you know, the Facebook version of X or Twitter. They were talking about how like it's becoming more and more online, but like the goal is to get them to come in person, you know, so it's still kind of alive. You still want them to come in person, but you kind of have to do this online things nowadays, you know.
There's people who blew up on TikTok or whatever, and like, because I used to work at Tommy T's, and when we first opened up after the pandemic, it was kind of hard to get some comedians out, so they got a lot of, you know, kind of viral TikTok sensations, and those people, like, there's fans, and they will come out like wherever city you're in the country at that point, you know, because there's like fans everywhere. That's crazy.
Well, it's kind of also making it. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's making touring unnecessary now because that's how you used to be able to, or that's how you used to have to like build the audience, just going state to state touring. But now you can just put stuff online and people around the country can see you and shit.
Yeah, it really changed a lot during the pandemic, I think. A lot of stuff went online and a lot of people were more open to it, more willing to put their stuff online.
Yeah, and like I don't know, it's kind of you don't want to put too much on there. I don't want to put like a whole set unless I'm just releasing it, like for free or whatever.
Or
But
like a special, like a YouTube special. I mean, that'd be cool. Yeah.
yeah, like YouTube specials, I'm not against. It's just more like because like with the clip thing, I try to pick clips of like old jokes that I've been doing forever because I don't want to like put all my jokes on there. I want you to actually want to come see me. So yeah.
I'm not against YouTube specials either. I'm for them. It's not for me because I'm not ready for it.
Yeah. Sometimes it like Ian Edwards just released like a special just out of nowhere on YouTube only for free. And it was actually I think probably one of the best specials of this year or last year. I forgot when he released it. But yeah.
I'm not gonna say the names here or anything, but a few years ago there was a comic in my DMs trying to get me to watch his YouTube special, and I'm like, bro, this is 7 minutes.
Oh, that's not a special. Yeah.
No, that's not even a full set. That's just a clip.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, definitely at least 30 minutes. Oh,
even
man.
if it's like 20 minutes, I'm like, that's a long set. That's not a special. I don't know. That's just how yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's true too. I did 20 minutes one time. Well, that's like the longest set I've ever done.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. It was online though. It was online, and I had a set list on the screen and I had a timer on the screen. I feel like in person it's a lot more nerve-wracking because it's hard to time in your head, and I have such memory issues with remembering a lot of my stuff sometimes.
I found it less nerve-wracking during like the pandemic when I was doing all the Zoom shows. It was like I didn't like it as much as being on a stage, but like I don't know. I usually did mine just sitting on my couch, just like doing other stuff at the same time.
Dude,
like
do you
I didn't
remember
really
this one time you're on our Zoom open mic? It was like a Friday night. It was like one of the craziest things that happened on Zoom. I guess it wasn't that crazy. You were doing a set. You were doing a set, so the spotlight was on you, and then Sarah came and she like leaned in over your shoulder and she like came in through your background and looked like a ghost. That shit was wild.
I don't remember that at all, but yeah, that sounds like it.
That's somewhere. I gotta find that clip because it was really funny.
That sounds fun.
Speaking of Sarah, you guys just started doing your podcast again, The Trash.
Oh,
yeah. There's no like there's no regular like schedule yet. We did one, I think almost getting close to like almost a month ago, like a few weeks ago maybe. Nice. And that was with Enanch. I'm not gonna even try to say his last name right now.
Oh, and then shout out because speaking of YouTube specials, he just put a special on YouTube.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
Yeah, I watched it. It's pretty. It's pretty good if you like Enanch. I love Enanch, so like it was very Enanch. I like it. Yeah, it was pretty good. I like it. Yeah.
That's cool. I think I really like. I don't really. We're not really like. We don't really know him very well.
Yeah.
I think he is so funny, dude.
Yeah. And you could tell, like watching it, you could tell that. I don't know if he like marketed it or if he had like a bunch of his friends come to it, but you could tell they really like wanted to see him and they loved seeing him there. Like it was a really good audience, I think too.
Hell yeah, that's a good shout out.
I love it.
But yeah, tell us about your podcast.
Yeah, we just talk about like trash reality TV or just trash in general. It could be reality TVs or TV shows or like movies or music, whatever is like trashy. I think one of our next guests is Charlie Spink.
Oh,
and
nice.
Not to spoil, maybe more like a teaser, not a spoiler, but he wants to do the episode of like comparing the network TLC to the music group TLC and like which is better.
Oh my goodness. Why is that? Why does that scream Charlie Spink?
Yeah.
I know your format is this, but let's do this. That's funny exactly. Though. I love that idea.
That's what he did the first time though. Like we invited him on and asked him what he wanted to watch. He's actually on one of our episodes. It's on Spotify, I think, and on our Patreon, where he wanted to watch Boomerang, the movie with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not trash. And he was like, no, it's like the anti-trash shit. Like, it's like it was like, that's not the shit. But we did it anyway. We just like watched it. Just like,
hell yeah. That's cool. I was on an episode. That was the reason why I watched Ms. and Mrs. because you're like, pick a reality show, and I was like, oh, what's a wrestling show I can pick?
Oh yeah,
And I
that was
watched
a
Ms. and
very
Mrs. and
yeah that
it was awful.
no, it makes sense that you picked that show though because it's The Miz. Yeah,
Yeah, it was fun though. One thing we learned is he moved, but they didn't want to traumatize their pets, so he rented a bus so the pets could just kind of like be with them in the big bus when they're moving. And it's like, oh, that's
oh,
cool.
that's cool.
We're like millionaires, we could do that with our cat. Just rent a little bus for her to run around.
Oh, that's cool. Is he a good person? Like I don't know much about him outside of wrestling. He seemed
I
like
don't
a
know
good
much
guy.
about
I
him
don't
outside
know.
of wrestling either. I know that he was a real world, and he wanted to do it, and then he came in, and he's one of like, I don't want to say he's one of the best because he's really
He was one of
not,
my
but
favorites,
he's
honestly.
been around for a very long time, and he's done a lot of things. Like he's probably got a Hall of Fame career, but I don't know about him personally. I don't know much about him personally.
Okay, I know he was on like The Real World or something like that before wrestling.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was when he was
yeah.
young, and he was the Miz, and he was pretending to be he was the Rock, and he was like a wannabe wrestler. But then somehow he went and he would then. It's funny because okay, reality shows. He was on the Real World, and then have you heard of Tough Enough?
Yeah, I've watched it when it first came out. Yeah.
He was on Tough Enough, I think like season 3 or something. So Miz actually got in to WWE through a reality show, and that's how he got famous, and that's how he got in, which is crazy.
Oh damn! And then he did a reality show. He's just a reality
He
boy.
did. He's just a reality show junkie. Yeah, you should have him on.
You think he would do it? Is he still
No,
famous? Or?
probably not. Probably not. You'd have to ask his wife to book him.
I'm kind of looking to see like which not to I don't want to like talk shit about them, but I want to see like which like reality TV show stars are like kind of washed up now so they can, maybe they'll do it. I don't know.
Like who's reachable? Yeah, who's
Yeah,
obtainable?
yeah. I shouldn't say washed up. Maybe like someone who's not doing as much and they would be willing to come on our show.
Right. Someone who needs $20.
Oh, okay. So what you do is you go on Cameo and you search up who
Oh.
has the lowest prices. And those are probably going to be the ones that are open to being on your podcast for maybe $40.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say pay them like through Cameo to just do a cameo on it.
Oh, that would be super short.
Yeah,
though.
no, she's right though. Like find out who's most inexpensive on Cameo.
Oh,
and then email that person and offer them their Cameo price.
Yeah.
Or higher than that, because then they're like, oh shit, I could do that for more money.
Hey, you charge $20 on Cameo, I'll give you 30. Oh, dang.
Or better idea, you ask for a cameo, you pay for the cameo, and you give them a script of what to say, and it's like an hour-long thing, and you just talk, you just fill in the blanks after.
Just send them the questions and then record yourself asking them.
Oh my god, that is perfect. Oh my goodness.
You know what? That would be the ultimate trash thing to do. So
yeah, I wouldn't feel good about because I would make it. I wouldn't do it like fairly, and I would make them say things that they don't know what the question is. Just like
you could change the questions like Weird Al does, like the little parodies, the interview parodies.
He's like, just say yes or no in this part, and just say if you would or if you would not.
Yeah. Like I'll have them say something like something simple, like they'll be like, "Oh, I love dogs. Like dogs are my favorite." And then like during the podcast, the question will be like, "What's your favorite meal?" Or something like that.
I love that idea. We should do that to everybody on Cameo.
That's messed up.
I'm actually might do that now. That sounds like a good idea.
I'm gonna start off small though. I'm gonna practice on friends,
And then you can make clips out of them, and that'll be content.
Right, exactly. And then go viral, and then people will get very mad because they didn't think they said that.
Yeah, I'm trying to go viral. Well, I'm not trying to go viral. I shouldn't say that. I'm not like trying to like be famous online or whatever. I just trying to build enough of an audience that like a club will look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, we could book this guy to have, something like that." Like, yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually be able to live financially off of what you built online or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't even need to be rich. I just need to not have to have a regular job. Basically,
yeah, me too, man. I can't wait until the day I don't have to have a 9 to 5 when I could just like spend the 8 hours a day I have energy focusing on me and not another person. Not another.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, I say that, and I lie to myself and say, like, oh, I'd spend all that time like writing and whatever.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't. It'd be like a little bit more time writing, but I probably would just chill. Most
like
of the time.
An hour of that 8 hours. You just
yeah.
Yeah, I'm letting
a lot more weed.
I'm thinking, I gotta think.
I gotta cook.
Gotta take a long lunch break.
Oh yeah, I will have the longest lunch breaks. Oh.
That's
Hell
wild.
yeah, that's cool, man. So how long were you doing the podcast originally?
It was just it was really just through the pandemic, and then we did like a
Okay.
few episodes after that, but it wasn't consistent though. The only
Yeah.
consistent time was like during the pandemic because we didn't have
Because
anything
we
else
had
to do.
nothing
So,
else to
so
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's all we did. I mean, that's kind of when we started doing our podcast, and then at some point we stopped. And it's funny because we've been talking about wanting to relaunch the podcast, and then there's been situations where we're like, oh, we should try to interview people or whatever, and so we're like, okay, we're gonna do it, and we're gonna relaunch it, and then right when we relaunched, we saw that you guys were relaunching too, and then I was like, oh hell yeah, dude, I gotta have
Oh,
Nate on.
nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to like it's kind of I'm trying to do more of like anything that has to do with like
Yeah,
entertainment. So like
content
yeah,
creating, absolutely same.
yeah. Also just to kind of like create more potential avenues to not have a job. Maybe that takes off, I don't know.
Mhm.
Like yeah.
And it's just fun to like talk to these people, like talk to your friends and like have these conversations that you wouldn't know about them normally, that in the comedy setting, or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know shit about anyone. I don't talk. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm it's like I know
The
a lot of
social
people, but
anxiety
like I don't
part.
know. Yeah. I don't
I
know a
like
lot
that.
about my mom,
And
dude.
then you're
It's
like, and then when I do talk to people, it's about Joan Rivers on television or whatever. It's
yeah.
about what's that show called? Where they try to marry the rap what's his name? Trying to get married?
Oh, Flavor
Yeah,
Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor of Love.
There we go.
Oh, that's like the elder vampire of reality shows. It's like
Yeah,
the
that's the
the
reality show that I'm
OG.
familiar with, like Flavor Flav, and then like Rock of Love and all those ones. That was
Dang.
like the early days of reality
When that
TV.
girl spit in New York's face. Oh,
That
Oh,
was our first episode, I think. So,
dang.
dude, do you guys remember on the Real World? I think it was season 10. I didn't watch it, but it kind of blew up where like that chick opened the car door and slapped the other chick.
It wasn't a chick,
Oh, it
it
was
was a
two
guy.
dudes.
It was a guy slapping a
Oh
girl.
yeah, it was.
That's why it blew up.
That was
wait,
crazy.
what happened?
On the Real World, this guy and this girl were like arguing or something, and then she got in the car to leave, and then he opened the car door and smacked her.
Oh, I don't think I saw that.
You got to talk about it on your podcast.
We never watched the Real World, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Is it still going?
Yeah, I think so.
They're like on like season like
Oh,
50.
really? Damn.
Is it?
I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I
know
would
that I'm
believe it is.
surprised.
What, Nate? What is your favorite reality show?
Flavor of Love. That's like the best one.
Is it nice?
It's
Same.
the it's
It is the
the
OG.
it's like it's the definition of when people say it was a different time, It's like that that show was a different time, man. Like he got away with so much stuff that he should have been in jail for he would have been in jail for assault if that show happened today.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
God. That's serious.
Yeah, I remember
Like
that one. And then
yeah.
it's crazy because people got famous off of like that girl in New York. You just brought New York up. She got her own
Mhm.
show, I Love New York, and she was a contestant
Yeah.
on Flavor of Love.
Yeah. That wasn't even her best show though. She also had New York Goes to Work. We did an episode on
What?
that.
I
What?
It
did
was
not know about that.
they had
What's the concept?
it's just it's like a dirty, not dirty jobs, but like it's just like different jobs, like normal jobs, but like New York has to do them because you know how she's like supposed to she sees herself like kind of higher up and she's like I don't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
regular,
yeah, yeah. Like
you
too
know, she's
good for like
famous
a
or
job or
yeah,
whatever.
so like one of the episodes she's working at a fast food place, it's just like regular, but like in one of the episodes, and they even put it in the theme song, New York, they tell her she goes to a job and like it's her first day and like I think the first thing they tell her to do, she's like I ain't doing that shit. And it's like what the why are you even there? It's like,
Girl, you're fired. And she's like, what does that mean? Damn, that's crazy. So Nate, at what point in your life did you kind of like discover and fall in love with stand-up comedy?
I think I used to watch it as a kid. Like my mom, when Blockbuster was a thing, she
Nice.
like remember her like renting out like when Martin Lawrence would come out with a new special, it would be a Blockbuster. We would like rent it and watch it. And then when I when I was like, so I watched it like, and I watched like Def Comedy Jam on like in Comic View on BET when I was a kid also. Well, I wasn't supposed to, but I would like stay up late and like everybody would be asleep, so I would just turn the TV on, and that those shows were usually on like at 12, like 1 in the morning or whatever. So
Dang, that's
and
cool.
then yeah, and then when I got older, I was like 16. I got like my first job, and I was like, oh, I can buy stuff now. So I was really into like movies and stuff at the time, so I would go to Best Buy every time I got a paycheck and just like drop like $40-$60 on like some DVDs or something.
No.
And then one day I went and I just randomly saw like the DVD of Dave Chappelle Killing Him Softly.
Oh,
And
nice. That's cool.
yeah, I think around it was like 2004 or 5 maybe, because it was around the time he started doing the Chappelle show. And I saw him on the Chappelle show, but I actually that like I think I'd probably seen him like before because he was on Def Comedy Jam, but I just didn't remember that was him. And I saw him
Oh
on
shit, that's cool. I didn't know that.
yeah, he did like a few sets on there. And then when he was doing Chappelle show, I saw that and I was like kind of fell in love with his comedy, and I was like, oh, he does stand up also. I didn't really even know he did stand up. So like when I saw Killing Him Softly, I bought that, and then I watched it, and then I was like, oh man, I think I kind of want to do that, So
Yeah.
but I didn't really like I was 16, so I didn't really have any concept that like I could do that. I was like, oh, you have to be older or whatever. So I never really that's just how I thought. I don't know why I thought that, but I was just like, it's not something I can do. So I never really thought of doing that. And then when I was like 17, there was like a senior talent show thing, or 18. I was 17. It was like I was a senior in high school. There was a senior talent show thing, and one of the kids did a stand up. And then that kind of
Oh,
inspired me to do it because I was like, oh crap, I can do it if I want to do it. So yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool. Was
So,
it? Do you remember if the kid was funny? Like if you enjoyed his
yeah,
set?
he was funny. He was like one of the popular drama kids. He was like the kid in the drama class that like you always want him in your scene because he's like really good. He was really good at improv. He would do improv scenes where he would like, how you like remember where everything is, and like he had good placement and shit. He was like just really good at that. He was more of an actor though, so comedy wasn't his main thing. He doesn't still do it, I think.
Yeah,
oh
I think a lot of
wow.
people, like a lot of like actors or improv. I think they do stand up to like kind of just keep their skill going or something. I guess. I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. Or to
I'm
just
just
like
talking.
have another way. It's kind of like the same reason I think comedians do podcasts. Is just to have another way to express themselves through acting, because it is acting when you're on stage doing a set, really, kind of.
Yeah, it is. It's funny because I thought to myself, if somebody ever came up to me and be like, "Hey, can you act?" My answer would be, "I can't even act like a comedian," and I am one.
Yeah. Well, and it also just depends on what they mean by that, because like they might come to you and be like, "Oh, can you act?" and they expect you to be like Brad Pitt or some drama, whatever. But like a lot of people get by just being themselves and stuff. So
Yeah,
True.
yeah, no, that's true. You're right. You're right about that. So, so you're a kid and you see this guy perform. How do you actually pursue stand up then in your life?
I was working at Best Buy, and like me and a friend that worked there, like we would just talk about it and joke around, like, "Oh, we're gonna do a mic this week," but we never did it or whatever. But we would just like tell each other jokes and stuff. And then
Like, did you know about a mic at that point? You're like, oh, there's a mic that we can go do, but you're just kind
the
of
only
like
one
not
I knew,
going.
I lived in Stockton at that time, so the only one
Oh
was Tommy
wow,
T's, because it
Stockton.
was Tommy T's was the closest thing that was a club.
Okay,
Oh
Like, yeah.
wow.
that's interesting. That's crazy. It's a different time.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's when, I don't know if they still have two locations, but they had two locations back
No,
then.
they don't. I believe they don't. I don't
They
know if they
did,
Yeah.
they did. Yeah, yeah.
but not
So
anymore.
your first time on an open mic was at Tommy T's?
Yeah, but like way later. It was because I quit working there. I had never done it still. I just talked about it. And then I was working at Home Depot in the warehouse, like packing boxes and shit. And I hated that job. And I kicked the box one day because I was like mad about something. And I thought it was fine because nobody said anything. But like a week later, they put me in the office and they were like, "Yeah, we saw it on the video." And then they fired me from that job.
For
Dang,
And then
kicking a box?
yeah, well, I mean, it's the client's property. I get it. It's like I don't know what was in there,
Oh
they're
but
like, hey,
no.
mate, you kicked a box, now you can kick
I thought
rocks.
it was oh stop.
But yeah, nah, I got
your evil laugh. Oh my goodness.
That's basically what they said though. But anyway,
I wish they would have used those exact words.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Just so you can tell the story.
I don't think his social anxiety could handle
Anyways,
that.
what are you going to say? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, definitely not. Like, yeah, so I was unemployed. Like before, like, if I was unemployed, it usually was because I quit because I had something else lined up. So it was the first time I was like let go from something. So I didn't have anything lined up. So I was kind of like looking for a job, but I didn't have anything going on. So I was like, what better time than now? So I just kind of looked up when they were doing their open mics. It's when they were doing it on like Tuesdays, I think. They do it on Wednesday now, or whatever. But and then I just wrote what I thought were jokes on a piece of paper, and then I just went to it, did it. It sucked. I have a picture from it. I didn't take any video because I didn't want evidence of that.
Oh my god. I'm so glad you said that because before when I was first starting out and I did like I think 3 open mic sets at Tommy T's and all 3 I ate shit so hard because
Wait, that's not on the menu.
it was so bad. I was like, and then since I did it the 3rd time, I stayed away from there for years. I was so
And then all of a sudden I
embarrassed.
started working there.
I know. And then I had to perform in front of like the staff. And of course it's not gonna be the same people, but I was all scared. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna eat shit in front of everybody right now.
No.
I
Yeah, and
mean,
it's not always the easiest room also. So
yeah, I know it can be pretty tough sometimes. I've definitely I've been there in front of a packed room and just didn't do great before, But I've done great too. But yeah, I love that. I love that
Yeah.
stage. I really do like Tommy T's a lot.
I did a show. It was like years later when I was doing it for a few years already. At Tommy T's, and we can say it's pretty. It's not a black club, but it's a lot of black people go there basically to that club. And I went there on a night when there was like almost all black audience, and they liked my set and everything. But like I did a lot of jokes about, like I had a joke where I said like I wish I was gay, and like I did a lot of jokes about like pretending to be gay or whatever. And like the next day, I was driving to work and a car pulled up next to me. And the guy rolled his window down and he's like yelling at me, like, hey. And then I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? So I roll my window down and the guy's like, hey, you were at Tommy T's last night, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, you were funny. And then he drove off, but as he drove off, he was like, but stop with all, but he was like, but stop with all that gay shit though. And I was like, oh, I was like, this is funny. I don't know.
Dang.
That was a dual-ended, like freaking celeb sighting feeling. Like
Yeah. I mean, I
he
felt
made you
good that
feel
hit, but then I was
good,
like,
and then
yeah. Then I was like, what do you mean by that? So I was like, what the?
You're like, oh wait, that wasn't me. It's funny because Athena used to do a joke about a penis cake, which she doesn't really do that one anymore.
because of this reason.
And somebody came up to her just like that, right? Like they saw her the next day after a show, and they're like, "Penis cake."
Like
that's
they were
cool.
saying it as if it was my name. Hey,
Yeah.
penis cake.
You got to
Like,
stop doing
okay.
that joke. That's gonna end up being your name if you.
Athena Penis Cake Rodriguez, come to the stage.
Yeah, you should embrace it and make that your stage name.
I know what you're gonna be for Halloween now.
Right. Oh joy.
So when you went to Tommy T's for the first time, was it like crazy? You meet a lot of comics and kind of like connect and learn about more places and stuff
Yeah,
like that?
I actually met.
That's a good place for that.
I met a lot of comics that I know now there. That was the first time I actually met Mean Dave. Was that night? Yeah. I think.
Oh wow, that's
He had
cool.
he had like I think it was when he first got sober, he had like a cast on his arm or whatever. He probably remembers that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dang, a cast.
And there's like a bunch of other people. I think if I remember correctly, what's his name? He used to be there all the time. Joe Corvo or Joe Corso or something like that. I don't know if he. Yeah,
I don't know.
He's doing bigger things now. He's in Hollywood, like he's got like hella followers and stuff. But like he was hosting that night. He was like a regular at Tommy T's.
That's cool.
I met
really
him that
wanted to
night.
host that open mic when I was working there.
Yeah, he actually gave me. He was the first comic. I think the second or third time I went there, I ran the light, but I didn't really know about light etiquette at the time, you know. And he at the end of the show, he pulled me outside and he was like, "Hey, I know you're new or whatever, so I'm gonna go easy on you, but like next time, you know, don't run the light. Like this is really important for the club." And he actually like explained it to me, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And so I thought that was kind of cool because
But that is
yo,
cool.
yeah.
He's just informing you, dude. Now it's a little more brutal. We were there a few. I think this is years ago. This isn't anytime recently. If your 3 minutes is up and you keep going, they cut you. They cut the microphone.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. There was this lady. She's like, "Let me tell you this story," and then all of a sudden, the host
yeah.
goes, "Tell us the story next week."
Well, you said like if it's 3 minutes over though, or
No, no, no. If you go over the 3 minutes,
oh, if you go over at all on the
yeah,
three
yeah.
minutes.
If you go over at
Oh, okay.
all, if you go over the light, like whatever they give you, like I don't know, whatever it is, grace period. And if you go over that,
Mhm.
then they just cut the mic,
Okay.
which is kind
I
of
was gonna
scary.
say I
But
think that's kind of I mean it's rude, but that's kind of fair because I mean you should learn to not go over the
yeah, no,
light.
I completely agree with you because a few times you're gonna learn. Yeah, I completely agree because yeah, this dude, the San Jose Improv open mic, they say they get on the microphone and go, "Get the fuck off the stage" if they think you suck.
I kind of like that. That's
That's
funny.
crazy, dude. I'm fucking traumatized. I'm not going back. They yelled something to me, and I was like,
No,
I am not going. I was so scared.
was it like a slur or something or?
No, no, just like get the
Oh,
fuck off the
okay.
stage or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, like I don't know. It's kind of sounds weird, but I kind of like that. Maybe it's because I'm used to watching like the Apollo videos where they were like, you know, the guy would come out and start dancing and pushing them off the stage.
Because it makes it feel more like a reality show, because you have like, if you don't meet that time limit, then you're in trouble. There's consequences.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like it's right up your alley. It's trash TV.
Hell yeah.
So when I guess when you started spreading out a little bit and doing comedy throughout the Bay Area, what are some of the cool places you went?
I was in Santa Cruz a lot, and I
Yeah,
don't
Santa Cruz is
remember.
dope. I really like doing comedy there.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the place.
Blue
I
Lagoon,
no, no, it wasn't Blue Lagoon. I've been there,
Rose
but
Nest.
no, no, no. I don't think you're gonna name it because it wasn't
Yeah.
like a venue. It wasn't like in downtown Santa Cruz. I think it was DNA's show, which if
Okay.
you're in
Okay.
Santa Cruz, you know DNA.
Yeah. I think he had
It
I
was
think he had like his own venue for a while, DNA Lounge.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
DNA
yeah. It
Lounge is
wasn't
something
that
else.
either though. But
But I
yeah,
think
he
he had
did.
a venue.
Yeah, he did. I think, but it was
Yeah.
like it was up in the hills of San. It was at a house. It was like it wasn't like a house. It was like a house that was like a museum type thing. Like you can go there. It had a gift shop or whatever.
Holy shit. That
But it
sounds
was
dope
like
as
up in
shit.
the hills in Santa Cruz. It was like remote. Like you had to drive through like forests and shit to get there. So it was like, but that was pretty cool. It was like it seemed very like kind of private and like, but there's a lot of people there, so it was kind of cool.
Nice. When was it when you started doing comedy? Like, do you remember the year? Because I feel like
2012. Yeah.
okay, because I started in 2010, and I feel like you've been there throughout the ride for a long time. So I guess yeah, 2010, 2012 isn't that long, but that's cool, man. 2010, 2012. Hell yeah,
Yeah, but
because
it's like a lot of gaps in between. But yeah, since 2012. Not like
yeah, no,
huge gaps,
same.
but like I wasn't doing it like 5 nights a week, you know what I mean? I was doing like
Yeah,
maybe I was doing a mic like a few mics every week because it was like mics that I would do like every Monday I would do Woodham's, and like Wednesday's Caravan in San Jose.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like
We stopped.
first, oh, go
Oh, I
ahead.
said we stopped for a long time. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, and like um, but I wasn't doing like showcases a lot back then. Like I don't know if it's just I wasn't getting booked, but I wasn't really trying to get booked. I just kind of was doing mics, and then if someone asked me at the mic, I would do it or whatever.
Mhm.
That's cool. Yeah, I feel like we go way back. I feel like I just remember you from way back in the day, which is super cool. It's funny because there's this like core group of comedians that we kind of started with, and then some of them dropped off, and some of them kind of like went on to bigger and better things, and it's just really fun to see what people are doing nowadays.
Yeah, I not to talk too much about Instagram, but like every time I since like coming back, I would look at people that I know and the first thing I look at is their Instagram like followers, and it's a lot of people that I'm like, damn, they've been actually like working hard at it and succeeding, and as far as getting followers at least, because a lot of friends that I have are in like the 50,000, 100,000 followers, and I was like, damn, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And it's crazy. Like during the pandemic, people were blowing up on TikTok too. People were going like
Yeah,
from like zero, like 10, 20, 50,000.
Hmm.
I wish I
yeah,
would
and
have done.
I don't want to sound like I'm like just all about followers or whatever, but it is like a kind of important metric. But I don't like think that's like everything, But yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
important metric to get to a certain level in comedy. Like we don't need like right now where we are, we don't really need to have like the cloud or whatever the followers, but it is a certain metric to get to a certain point in comedy. I think some places that's the first thing to look at in order before they book you.
Yeah. Like it kind of it actually I think it kind of sucks, but like it's just the fact that like if people just see that number, they go like, oh, okay, this guy, we'll book this guy, the headline because he obviously has like 100,000 followers or whatever. So it's just kind of how it works, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so crazy because like algorithms, right? Like for example, like I have a wrestling Twitter and it has a really big following, and people sometimes will go, "Oh, how did you get such a big following?" And I'll get like zero interaction when I post stuff just because I don't know the algorithm or whatever.
Yeah, there's a speaking of like the AI new AI companies. There's one I saw today. I forgot what it's called. I'm not even gonna give them a shout out though, but it's a company that basically, you know how normally like how people can like sometimes buy followers, which
Oh
is like
yeah, yeah.
I would never
People
do,
ask me if
but
I
like
did
yeah,
that. People ask me if I did that.
yeah.
I never have bought followers.
Yeah, I think it's stupid to do it. It just doesn't
I
make
do
sense. But
too.
anyway, there's a new company where you don't buy followers, but basically you pay like a monthly fee, and what they do is they use AI to like analyze your clips and clips that are similar to yours, and then they use AI to find specific people that are more likely to engage with your stuff.
Oh
And then what
wow.
they do is you give them the permission to, but what they do, from what I understand, is they go to these different pages and they like their post and they like comment on it so that you engage with them, so they're more likely to follow you, basically.
Oh, so
So it's
there's
like,
interaction there because
yeah, so it's
interaction is the
organic
key.
followers. It's just AI doing all the work,
Because
basically. So
when people ask me on Twitter how did you get so many followers and stuff, and I just say like, about 10 years ago on Twitter, it just all you do is really interact with people. You just interact with people and you follow them and they'll follow you back or not even, whatever. And then
On Follow
but
Fridays.
interacting is what really like gets you organic followers because
yeah,
people think that they can just follow people or whatever. But yeah, I
yeah.
think I think interacting is the best way to go.
But
It's so
also,
cool.
like there's another like if we're also interacting, just commenting on things can get you followers from how many likes you get on the comment that you made. Like
Yeah,
like someone
yeah.
put a cat video. I'm only saying it's not even a lot, but like I've never gotten more than like 5 likes on a comment. But like someone put up a cat video on Instagram, and I commented on it, and it's like I think recently or just like an hour ago, it said it was up to like 65 likes, and I was like, why? But that's 65 people that might see me and be like, oh, let's go to his page and see what he's about. So.
Yeah, same thing. Like how I said, I don't get a lot of interactions on my tweets, but when I go to like a bigger page on Twitter and like I comment on it, usually my comment will get a lot of interactions and a lot of likes or whatever too. And there's been times where I'm like, I just said this stupid little comment, got like 50 or
Mhm.
60 or whatever likes. That's weird, but okay, I'll take it.
You got to say
Personal
crazy
win.
things in the comments too. Just like use, just say the craziest funny thing and like I don't know. Like I think the one I had, I was just quoting the person that made the post, but the reason I think it got so many likes is because I used the term "coochie box" in
Oh,
the comment. I think
yeah,
people are like,
I
"Oh,
would
that's
like
great,"
that. I would like
It's like,
that.
yeah,
They're like, that's a well use of the English language.
yeah,
I approve of this made up word.
yeah. So if you just like put a bunch of comments and just say "penis cake," you might get like a lot of, you know,
Then
Oh,
I
lot
will
of
callback.
likes on
be
that.
penis cake. Then I will officially
Yes.
be
It'll,
penis cake.
then it'll be full circle and it'll happen.
Oh my gosh.
You should do it.
I like the name. I think you should do it. I don't know.
It's tennis. It's
Tennis.
tennis.
Put 'em up.
Oh my god.
Oh man. So is there any like do you have any like goals or do you want anything you want to manifest for like 2026 going forward?
um, Mainly just performing more, like headlining sets.
Yeah.
I think that's basically kind of it. Yeah, because like right now it's like I'm doing a lot more shows, like you were saying, but like it's a lot of like shows that like I'm getting booked by friends and stuff, and I'm like fine with it, but it's more just like kind of sets. It's not really anything like a headlining type set. But I also think I need to work on my like jokes and stuff, and get more reps in or whatever before I'm ready for that really. But like just to get more headlining sets.
That's cool. Hell yeah. Have you headlined
Mainly at clubs too. So, yeah.
have you headlined a set? I mean, a show?
Not recently since coming
Okay.
back. I featured for Ron Vi on a show. That's about it. That was
Wow,
like
that's
20
cool.
minutes. I think, yeah.
Hell yeah. And are you more like do you sit down and like write, or are you more like kind of like, because I feel like you're a lot more like off the cuff, like this is kind of what bothered me today. This is what I want to talk about today.
That's kind of both. Sometimes it's just bullet points. Sometimes I'll just like it usually is like a line or something. Like the closer joke that I do sometimes with like living in a van. That whole joke started just from I don't know why I said it or thought it, but just the phrase "your kids are not even hot." Like I was like, I gotta write a joke around that. I don't know.
I've done that though. I've come up
So
with a punchline and I'm like, that is great. I need to write a reason for the punchline, basically.
yeah. But then sometimes I'll actually write out like an entire bit. I won't say it exactly like I write it, but I'll just write the entire thing out as if I'm talking, sort of. I don't do that a lot though, because I don't like to. Because I don't know, it's just too much writing. I like writing, but like physically writing is like if I'm especially with a pen, like my hand gets tired really quickly. So I like write. I write faster than my brain can like think sometimes, and I'll just like mess up words and letters all the time. So I don't know.
Voice memos.
I like writing, physically writing, but then my writing is so bad that it's hard to go back and read it.
That's like, can you read it though? Because that's a good
I mean,
thing.
I
Because then
kind of
people can't steal
can.
your shit. Yeah.
That's
So,
true. That's true. It's like coded. It's encrypted.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Oh, but also Nate, let's talk about you do some music too. Are you still doing music?
Yeah, it's more of a hobby, but yeah.
More of a hobby. That's cool though. You put some was it on YouTube, right? You put some stuff up on YouTube. I remember checking it out like a month or two ago.
Yeah, I think I just like kind of randomly will like make stuff, and then
You just have like
after
spurts of like
like
creativity.
yeah, like
Can't.
the last week I haven't even touched my like computer like my music program or whatever. But like every now and then I'll get inspired and make something, and then like if I have like 4 or 5 things I made, I'll just post them as like an quote unquote album. It's not really an album, but I just kind of put them together and just be like, oh yeah, it's like a project. I call them projects basically. So yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you do vocals too, or do you just do the music part?
No, just music. I feel like if I started doing vocals, then I would. I don't want to. I'm not trying to be a musician, so you know.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far into it. How long have you been doing the music stuff, making beats and stuff?
That's since pandemic, really. I mean, I kind of
Okay.
messed around with stuff like when I was a teenager, but I never made anything though. So, but when we started doing the podcast, a lot of the stuff that I had to get for the podcast, I was like, oh, you know what? I could make beats with this stuff. So I just started like doing that for
Do you do
fun.
stuff for your podcast?
Well, like all the editing and stuff. So I had to get like a audio program and
Right.
like,
But do you make music though? Like, do you like make like your intro or
oh
anything?
yeah. Well, I do. Yeah. At first I was just using a site that like all the old episodes, it's just either someone gave me a song that they made or like I used a site that had like royalty free songs.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. That's cool. I gotta find one of those royalty free. I don't know. It's like I kind of want to have a intro song, but also I'm like, I don't know if I do or not.
Oh well, I mean, I just made one. I don't know if he's gonna use it, but I made like a couple for Jordan Kirchner to like kind of pick
Oh,
from
nice.
because he's doing
Nice.
a new podcast,
That's cool. That's cool. Hell yeah.
We're a
and I'm
fan.
doing it like for anyone that wants because we have a new theme. I don't know if you listened to the one we did, but we have a new theme song also that I made for it. So.
Well, that's cool. No, I haven't. I'll check it out though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll listen to it in tandem with with Enoch special.
With my special?
No, with Enoch special.
Oh,
With
okay.
Enoch's
I
new
was gonna
special on
say
YouTube.
if it's gonna be my special, you're gonna be waiting like 5 years,
No,
man. So.
yeah. I'm gonna wait till your 7-minute special comes out, man.
Because like I could like probably do one now, but I just wouldn't because I don't know. I want it to be something that's like written out and not like a normal, just like camera on stage. Like I like the I don't know if you see, I just watched I think it was Tangerine, Chris Rock's special on Netflix. That
Oh,
one's kind of cool because it cuts between him on stage and like just clips of him like from the media or him like doing interviews and stuff, and then it'll
oh,
cut
I
back to
like
him on
those.
stage.
I
Yeah.
like that format.
And then there was like another one I forgot. I think it was maybe Neil Brennan where he did like a few different. Uh, it was I don't or maybe he did the three mics one where he had like, yeah, he did the three mics one. He had three mics on stage, and like whenever the joke was like about a different emotion, he would go to a different mic basically.
Oh
Like
wow,
if it was
that's
like a
interesting.
sad, yeah.
That's
So I
creative.
want to
That's
do something like
crazy.
different like that. I don't want to just do like a camera on me on stage, you know. So-
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And when that day comes, I'll be happy to check it out on YouTube.
Heck
If
yeah.
that's where it is.
I want to do one of those
Awesome.
one like super dramatic like intros where I'm like I like, just look really sad, you know, just smoking a cigarette or something. Just like,
Hell yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been super fun talking to
Hell
you.
yeah.
oh, that's it. Oh wow, cool.
It's been, yeah.
Yeah, that seemed really short. Okay.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. You want to plug some social media?
Yeah, at oh god, at Nate Spears Comedy. That's like everywhere except for TikTok. TikTok it's at Nate Spears Comic, but Instagram and YouTube just Nate Spears Comedy.
Hell yeah.
Just
Nice.
type in
Okay.
Nate Spears, you'll find me. I'm like the only one, I think.
It'll come up. It'll come
Just
up.
look for a black guy with crazy hair. Like you'll find me.
And you can find me across the board at Funky Sam Medina.
And I'm at She Shines for You, all spelled out, no numbers.
And everything else is at Hypothetical Comedy. Awesome, Nate. Thanks so much.
Oh, also sorry, before we go, NateSpears.com. You could just go there. Also, I have a website now. It's
Oh, and
just for
also,
information. Yeah.
I mean, I know we're saying goodbye and everything, but we didn't say where the trash is available.
I think it's just Spotify because we're doing it through Patreon, and they also put it on Spotify. It might be other places too, but Spotify, or you could go to Patreon and just look up the Trash Podcast.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
And hit up Nate Spears if you want some beats made, and definitely join the Patreon. I am also on the Patreon for the Trash Podcast. So, support your live artists.
Yeah, I'm expensive too. So